Hey, just around the corner, we got the latest edition of the Tao Daily Tarot. But let me give you a heads up before we begin. These two cards really kind of summarize the reading. Yeah. Observer and the Fool. I'll give you the details. We'll get the whole story coming up in just a moment. Quick. Hello and welcome to this latest edition of the Tao Daily Tarot. Thank you very much. Whether you're just tuning in for the first time, I very much appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. That's how the folks at YouTube get behind me and support this channel. It's a new channel. I need to help it grow. For those who have been tuning in and out over the past month or so, thank you very much. Keep tuning in. This is a rather unusual reading insofar as I do archetypal readings. That is, I read the images on the cards. I try not to add anything. Yes, as we move on, I use my intuition to kind of fill in the blanks, kind of knit a good story for you. But I focus on energies, coming, going, pushing, pulling, the things that you're having to maneuver throughout your day, every day, coming, going, pushing, pulling. Alrighty? It's kind of an energetic weather report. We talk about what the energies are around you. You then apply them to your life. Plus, I also have the Hyper Shuffle. I try to get this within about a 10-minute capsule, so even though you have a busy life, you can get to this tarot reading every single day if you choose to. But again, thank you. Like and subscribe. I appreciate that very much. Alrighty, we got that all lined up for you. So now, let's get to today's tarot reading, shall we? And of course, I'll begin with something called the Hyper Shuffle. And there you go. Back to normal speed. Let's do the reading. The Tao Daily Tarot. Alrighty. So here we begin with the overall theme of today's reading, and that is very, very simple. Observer. Observer. Alrighty. Kind of a yin card. Although the act of observing is very active in an inactive way, if you kind of catch my meaning. So, observer is the general overall feel. Let's begin with the read. Queen of Swords. This kind of underlines the idea of being an observer. Swords, of course, are thoughts, ideas. The Queen, very, very good at discerning what is real, what's not real, getting to the facts. You see, one hand is outstretched in a friendly way. The other hand is holding that sword. She can use both very easily, and she does when the situation calls. But what that tells me is keeping an open mind. But be ready to cut the baloney out of your thought pattern, your life, whatever. Queen of Swords. We move from there to Temperance. This kind of emphasizes that whole idea again, because now you see two chalices or two cups, one pouring into the other. And temperance, by definition, means something temperate, something moderate. So apparently, what we're looking at doing is slowly but surely moving our way forward as an observer. This is the position we should be in. And it's really not surprising because coming up in just a few days through the most of February, we're going to have a Mercury retrograde. Not a great time to begin anything that you want to sustain. You know, if it's like buying vitamin C tablets, which is not a bad thing to do at this time, is certainly in the world, you know that that's good for a limited amount of time, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, how many vitamin C tablets you take. But to make a contract on something that would last a year or longer, not a good time. So being an observer, going with the Queen of Swords mentality, have one hand open to possibility but have the other holding the sword of truth is not a bad idea for sure. And we move over to the other side, the energy of pushing and pulling. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so things are about to change. Things are moving. I would think not yet. Not yet. We got to get through February and that Mercury retrograde. And remember, the overall theme of the reading today is observer. So, in an active passive sort of a way, observe very carefully and know that the wheel is moving forward for you. It just may take a little while. And it may be that you have some decisions to make. Swords. And you see here, her hands are crossing across her heart, so she's protecting her heart. But the swords are still ideas, thoughts, right? So it's a question of, okay, to my heart's desire, let's say. To my heart's desire. What facts will get me where I want to go? It's a decision time. There's no question about it. But again, it's observer. So it, I would say, is more of a question, especially in February, gather the data, gather the information. You see that little moon up top there, right? You see that little moon up top, right there? Well, my finger's covering it over, but you see it. That may indeed be the new moon, more likely the full moon in February. By the time that you make your mind up, you get all the facts and figures and all the information together. Alrighty, so now we move to a magnifier card, and we do this with the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles can mean you're holding on to stuff, you're being stingy, but it could also mean that you are protecting the things that are valuable to you. And again, keep in mind, when we're talking about Pentacles, people go right away to money. Okay, great. There's no question about it. That's the archetypal reading, money, material possessions. But I look at it a little bit wider than that. It's anything that is important to you. You are now protecting. And that's why it's good to be in observer mode. That is why it is good to be temperate. As we were talking earlier, temperance. Be temperate. But observe. And then we move to the other magnifier, which is again the Hermit. We've been getting the Hermit a lot lately over the past couple of weeks. There is that light, that lantern of inspiration. And of course, you see the staff in his hand. That is passion. That's what's guiding. And that's what you're looking to put into your life. But you got to find that lantern. You got to find that bright light. You may have some ideas because we were just talking about the Two of Swords. So you may have some ideas. But you're not sure yet. You need more information. That's why it is a very good idea to be an observer. When I did my pre-shuffle just before we started, I ran across the Two of Pentacles, which is the dance of change, okay? And that could mean coins. It could also mean a different direction in your life because it is a Two of Pentacles. It's a choice. It's a decision. Dance of change. Now, here is the vice versa card, and we get the reverse side of it. It is, it's the Fool, but not ready yet to take the leap. Because this is the reverse side of the Fool card and vice versa. Not ready yet. It's a 0, clean slate, and you're kind of working sort of on your own clean slate, put clean slate in quotes. And you know, like that comet that he can see, you know it's there. You know it's out there. The adventure is out there. Your goal is out there. But you're just not ready yet to make that leap. Getting closer. And I'm thinking February is a good time to gather the information. February is the time to spend a lot of time focusing and observing, gathering data, gathering information, so that you can make, as we probably get to the full moon at the end of February, you can make a very wise choice to move your life forward. And there you go. That is today's Tao Daily Tarot reading. If you're brand new, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, this is a brand new reading every day, 365 days a year. Join me tomorrow, and blessings.